Hello traders, and welcome back to Trading with Bill. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Tired Thailand. Cloudy skies, not too pretty outside. No rain, but not much sunshine today in paradise. Traders, great to be with you. You can always visit me at tradingwithbill.com and leave your comments and suggestions or criticisms. Feel free to do that. I have thick skin, I can handle it. And today is Monday. What a week we had last week, and it looks like it is continuing. So let's keep going. A lot to talk about today. Today's August 24th, 2015. Traders, you can follow me at Twitter at WKG1960. Remember, this is Trading with Bill, helping losing traders become winning traders. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator, or as you would say, they call me Bill. Traders, I started trading in 2006. 2008, I retired after a 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, it's 8 years later, and I'm still here. Love Asian countries, love Asia, love the time zone to trade. I can basically trade all 3 trading sessions and still get a good night's rest. However, in New York, I only get 3 hours of the open. So I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities where trades will benefit me on my side of the market, and I have to tell you the truth. I took a pretty big hit on Friday on the euro dollar. I didn't expect this to go much. I knew 113 was going to be a pretty significant resistance level, and I wasn't expecting it to go past 1330 or 1340, and it just took off, and it's already at 1485, I think, the last time I looked. So it has really taken off pretty widely, as they would say. So that's just a little bit about myself and my losing trade last week. Nah, not too happy today. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex and options markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system and methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Commentary for today is one word: China. China, 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 China. As long as they keep devaluing their currency, we are going to be in this mess. And I don't know when it's going to stop. Folks, we just got to ride this out. You got to be very careful. And I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had an explanation or a reason. We're seeing currency pairs that are just going to be blown out the other direction, and even when we talk about options, my options from last week, good thing I'm on money on Monopoly money, I'm on play money on my options. When I looked today, I was down $500 on my options. Now, some of those options don't expire this week. I think 2 of them or 3 of them don't. One expires in September. My Facebook expires in September. And another one expires on the, gosh, is it the first week of September? Yeah. So I have a couple that expire in September, so I might be able to gain something back from that. But September 1st is still our target to go live in options, and we are going to do that. So just be really careful when you're trading. I'm going to show you some charts today. I don't have a lot of options charts because my charts really are the same charts as my Friday, of what happened on Friday, which we know because I showed them to you from Thursday, and they're just all big red candles. But until the New York market opens and my platform re-updates Monday showing you options charts is really not worth much, but I can show you what most charts look like. So why don't we get started? This is the dollar index, and you can see here that yeah, it is just stumping like a rock. I mean, we are, we're down at 94.19, folks. 94.19. This is a daily chart. Look at our weekly chart. For the last 3 weeks, we've been in this down thing, this just move to the downside. The only thing we can hope is that, maybe 93.14, which is over 100 pips, this 200 exponential moving average will hold, or this 94.10 area will hold on the weekly. So we'll see how this holds. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be very interesting to watch. So let's take a look at some Forex charts. I'll show you my big mess up here on my Forex charts. Sort of, listen, I got to show you the good and the bad. If I only showed you what good I did, you'd say I was full of junk. Well, you know what? I get bad trades too. And don't let this chart confuse. There's two fibs on here. The lines with magenta lines, those are 4-hour charts, and the lines with yellow, those are 1-hour chart, and we are on a 30-minute chart. Okay, so basically what I was looking for was this 113 area here with all these indecision candles. Well, it got late, and I left my trade, and guess what happened? Yeah, New York decided to have a nice day, and New York just whacked me, and basically just, I think my stop was at 60, and 60 or 65, and just took me out. And this is at 1348, so up here, it took me out. So yeah, so it took me out. And wasn't a good experience waking up this morning, opening up my my charts and seeing that loss. I took a pretty good hit on that one. I wasn't in at full load, but I was in at 50% load. And yeah, well, you learn from that stuff, you know. There's always another trade around the corner as long as you have good money management and, you know, you go by the rules. You know, it doesn't hurt. I mean, you hate to lose money, but, you know, good money management, it's just, yeah, there's always another trade around the corner. We can always make up for it. The other thing that I wanted to be you aware of, look at this 1500 area. Now this is, since I've taken the slide, this has moved up closer to 1500. It's going to be really interesting to see when New York opens if this 1500 holds. There is no data today. In all 3 sessions there is no data. There's no news today. So this is really a very quiet day data-wise. So this is a technical trading day. Well, I sure don't want to trade in this. I'd love to take this down. I'd love to see this come all the way back down, you know, to the 200 exponential moving average. You know, like what is that, 1230 maybe? So, you know, I'd love to see that come all the way back down. But it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. And that's why I have an hourly fib on here, because I want to see when this pulls back what it's going to do. Well, it did pull back to the 50%, right to the pip, and took back off again. So until this clears, this hourly stuff, I have no intentions to get involved in it. And then you have a 76% fib right here on this purple line. So yeah, not real in a hurry to get involved with this at the moment. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I put a dollar-yen chart up here. The yen today hit a 3-month high, and at 120.30, it came out over Trade the News that was a 3-month high. Well, now we're at 120.77, and you know it's just getting worse and worse. So I'm sorry, 121.30, and it's just getting worse. The yen just keeps getting stronger, and I'm really surprised that the Japanese haven't come in and did some kind of intervention. I can't believe they're allowing this to drop like this. This is not a normal scenario for them. They would normally do something to change this, and they haven't done it. What do we got next? Yes, the Euro Pound. You know, I started trading the Euro Pound when we started doing videos, which is, I think it's over 2 months now. And this yellow line is a 1 hour. My lines are color-coded, and the only reason for that is because I use different time frames. So I'm on a 30-minute chart, but my purpose is I wanted to show you this yellow trend line that I put in here, and I wouldn't even think about doing anything with this pair on this Euro Pound until it broke this trend line. And then we have a 21 exponential moving average, which is fine. We could take that down. to the 55 exponential moving average, and the green line, as you know, is a 200 exponential moving average. I do like the RSI. The only thing is it's a 30-minute chart, so I don't use RSI on a 30-minute chart. All right, let's take a look at one more chart. Here's the Aussie. Look at this Aussie. What a wild. This is a 30-minute chart. So this is today, folks. So the Aussie comes down, pulls back up. I should have fibbed this. You know, this is probably a 76 fib here, and pulls back up, gives you a red candle, and is now heading back down again. I would, you know, I don't want to buy the Aussie dollar, right? There's nothing, nowhere, anywhere, anyhow, any place I want to buy the Aussie dollar. However, this is a 30-minute chart, and I've got some, you know, I've got a trend line here, and I've got a horizontal, which is now a resistance line here, and it's convergence because it's got a 55 exponential moving average sitting right with it. So if it does come back up and it hits this area, I would definitely expect this to bounce back down. But being no data, it's going to be New York Open, where if anything's going to happen, something's going to happen. I don't see much happening in the London session today. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, I want to thank you for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to come out and talk with you all. Remember, you can always find me at tradingwithbill.com. And if you would, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and every time I put up a video, it'll come to your inbox automatically. And I like to see the numbers grow just to know that people are watching. Traders, thanks for being with me, and please leave your comments. I appreciate that. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye.